Hi, Hayden here, and this video is about the audio. I'm specifically talking about the short shotgun microphone I have on top of the camera right now, and this is the Comica CVM VM10 2, as in version 2 I suppose. But anyways, it's a Comica Short Shotgun Microphone, and it comes with, by the way, this foam cover. It also comes with the windsock, the fuzzy windsock. Get a picture on the back here. And more importantly, it even comes with these two cables here, one of which is connected to the camera right now, and the camera is my GoPro Hero 8, all right? And this is the other cable, and that has a TRS to TRS connection, and the TRS connection looks like this, and the TRRS has the 3 black rings around the post there, right? TRRS is what we need when we want to hook up to our cell phones. So when I want to hook up to the cell phone, I need to use the TRRS connection. The microphone's a TRS microphone, by the way, this Comica Short Shotgun Microphone. So what I do is I plug into the back of that with this cable, and then this one here plugged into my cell phone, and this microphone will work with the GoPro and also work with my cell phone. Now the thing with that is the microphone does need power. So the GoPro puts some power out to the microphone, and so does the cell phone. This particular camera is a Canon HFR 500. They haven't made the thing in years, but it works great as a webcam. And the power thing for the microphone, it doesn't put any power out. So there's no power output to the microphone in this particular camera. So I can't use it with that camera, per se. I need something that puts power out. I need a hot shoe, I guess, for the microphone. Now, if this one here is working, it's working fine, that's great. But I have a couple of more things to say about this. First off is the batteries, okay, on my GoPro. No fault to anybody. I don't know where, when, how, or why anything's going on. But it came with this double battery charger thing. And I'll have to look on the internet and see if there's any issues with any of this stuff. But here's what the batteries look like. They're small, and I got 2 of them, and they're puffy. So they're a bulging battery, and bulging batteries with this new science and technology that they have in them are like a little bit of firecracker. That's why you have such hard time going on planes and stuff with different types of batteries. That's because they're dangerous. And these things here are like little fire starters waiting to happen. A bulging battery is bad news. So I'm gonna have to properly dispose of these and probably acquire some new batteries unless I want to go with a battery backup kind of situation. I'm gonna test this. And so far in my test, for some reason or another, the audio hasn't been working at all. But this is a battery backup. So rather than being hardwired into the wall, I'm using a battery backup to power my camera. And it's indicating that there's lights, the counters are counting and everything else. My lips are moving, but if we're not hearing any sound, then this isn't working. But if we are, that's the good news. The Comica Short Shotgun Microphone works great. I bought it specifically to work with the GoPro Hero 8, and it has. Anytime I've used this microphone with the camera, with the GoPro, it's worked just phenomenally great, and I just love it to pieces. It also works with my cell phone, right? So I mentioned with that extra cable, and I have a bracket that I can put my phone in. Matter of fact, I have that thing set up too. I actually have it set up. So here's the bracket. It's just a simple bracket, mounts on a tripod, and then the microphone just slides on top. That's a cold shoe, just slides right on top. Just tighten it down, and I have that microphone right here, very small package. You can use it with a selfie stick, but it gets kind of heavy with that. I would prefer to use this with a tripod, in all honesty. Plus, I love the front-facing camera on the cell phone because it gives us a really large viewfinder to work with. All right. The whole point of this video, though, is the audio, and it's a Comica Short Shotgun Microphone. I believe you can find these. They're definitely less than $100, but I think I paid less than $50 for this one here. And not only does it work very, very well with the GoPro, which is why I purchased the thing, but it also came with this little converter so I could use it with my cell phone. The difference between using it on the GoPro and the cell phone is the GoPro sounds great. I don't think I've ever had to boost the power of the audio or the signal strength. But for the cell phone, I do, because it records at a lower volume for some reason, and I do have to kind of boost that up. Maybe it's a battery-saving thing for the cell phone, I don't know. But in post-production, all I have to do is lift that up, and the microphone gets good, clear, clean sound, so that when I boost it up, it doesn't get all hissy or kind of staticky or anything. It just boosts up clear, crisp sound from a lower level just to a higher level, and it still sounds great. So that's why I love this microphone. Anyways, and again, with the bulging batteries, you know, check your GoPro, check any of your cameras and stuff like that. If you have a bulging battery, that's a fire waiting to happen, and it's really, really bad news. You need to, you know, properly dispose of those and acquire fresh batteries if that's the way you're going to roll. This camera will work fine if I plug it into hardwire power and run it that way. It works fine. It'll get the audio all day long. But I'm really trying to test it out with this here battery supply. It also works, by the way, if I plug it into my computer. Now here's the thing, the GoPro Hero 8, this one here that I noticed, I just did an experiment with it. I had to remove the microphone and plug the microphone back in. So what I'm saying is, I had the cable coming from the back of that, from my computer and going up to the GoPro, right? That dongle that hangs out the side, the USB thing that hangs out the side. And what I did was, I plugged that in and I tried to shoot a video and it had no audio to it. And I'm like, well, that's strange. And everything looked, all the indicators didn't, you know, nothing said USB connected or anything like that. It wasn't anything crazy. It just wasn't recording sound. So what I did is I unplugged the microphone and it made a noise. And then I plugged it back in and it you know, was doing okay. And when I plugged in with the computer, it would say USB connected. But then I'd unplug the microphone. When I unplugged the microphone, it said USB connected. When I plugged it back in, it didn't. That went away and I had a viewfinder on the back of the camera. So I shot a short test video and it came out fine. So now, because that worked out like that, I reconnected everything with this battery brick, and if this works out fine and I'm cooking with gas, and I don't care if I ever get another battery for my GoPro, if I can get other battery bricks, they last longer. It's a bigger thing, holds more power for a longer length of time, and I'm not limited by the power, but you know, I'll probably pick up batteries anyway. Another video for another day, all right? Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like the video, make that comment below, let me know you came by to say hi. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button because I greatly appreciate the growth on the network. And until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.